Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. Okay, I am Nurul Nelisa binti Azmi, a teacher from SMK Arau. So today I will tell all of you about the listening paper for SPM. Alright, so the first one is Punca Kuasa. Lembaga Peperiksaan Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia telah menyediakan format pentaksiran bagi mata pelajaran Bahasa Inggeris SPM yang dijajarkan kepada CEFR mulai tahun 2021. Format tersebut telah dibentangkan dan dipersetujui dalam Mesyuarat Jawatan Kuasa Kurikulum Kebangsaan Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia bilangan 1/2020 pada 21 Februari 2020. Okay, so listening paper is the code is 1119/4, and this is the fourth paper in the SPM. Okay, so the number of items in this paper is 30. So the total mark is also 30 marks. We have 4 parts in this paper, and the time allocated for the students is approximately 40 minutes. And the weighting is 25% of overall exam grade. Okay, so for this paper, we have 4 parts. For part 1 and part 2, the students will be given 3 options, A, B, and C. Okay, the questions is multiple choice objectives. For part 3 is matching, and part 4 note completion. Okay, so for part 1, we have 7 questions. For part 2, we have 8 questions. For part 3, we have 5 questions, and part 4, 10 questions. The total marks is 30. Construct kemahiran mendengar, memahami dan mengaplikasi. Tempoh ujian 40 minit. Aras kesukaran adalah B1 to B2, dan kaedah penskoran adalah konsep dichotomous. Alright. So the questions construction are based on listening skills, remembering and understanding, and applying. As I said before, the level is B1 to B2, and the scoring approach is dichotomy. Alright, so this is part 1. Okay, so for part 1, we have 7 questions. Okay, this is a sample of the questions where the students will hear the recording twice, and you have to answer all the questions. Alright, for this sample, you will hear people talking in 7 different situations. For questions 1 to 7, choose the correct answer, A, B, or C. Okay, now let's look at part 1. This is the sample questions. We have 7 questions for this part. So for this part, you will hear the recording twice, and you need to answer all the questions. Okay, for this sample, you will hear people talking in 7 different situations. For questions 1 to 7, choose the correct answer, A, B, or C. Okay, so this is the sample of the question. Alright, you have 7 questions. Okay, so let's proceed with part 2. For part 2, we have 8 questions. Okay, the questions start from number 8 until 15. So for this sample, you will hear Roy talking about his skateboarding experience. For questions 8 to 15, circle the correct answer, A, B, or C. Okay, same goes like part 1. You will hear the recording twice, and you need to answer all the questions. Okay, you are given options, so you have to choose for the correct one. Okay. So these are the samples. Right.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Mr. Syarizal bin Abdul Hamid. I am from SMS JSP, Sekolah Menengah Sains Tengku Seri Putra. And I will continue what Miss Nelisa had done just now. Alright, we are still on the topic of listening. Alright, so this what I'm going to show you is the part 3 of the listening question sample. Alright, because we don't have the audio today, so I'm just going to show you the sample question of what will the student face when they are sitting for the listening test. Alright, and of course, as we can see in the slide, alright, you will be given, or the students will be given 5 short extracts to listen to. Alright, and then we will continue with the question 16 until 20 for each speaker. Alright, so the letters used can only be used once. Alright, there are 2 extra letters which you do not need to use. Okay, so the letters given here is from A to G. Alright, the letters from the list is A to G, and of course there will be 2 extra letters which do not need to use. Okay, so each recording will be played twice, and after that they need to answer all the questions given here. Okay, so as we can see here, after listening to the recording twice, question that will be asked are as follows. All right, so question number 16: always look for the best bargain for speaker 1. And then buy online as it is cheaper for speaker 2. That is for question 17. And then question 18. Ask yourself if an item is really necessary for speaker 4. And of course, it is for question 19. For question 20, be careful not to buy on impulse, and it is for speaker 5. And then the last 2, F and G, are the one that we will not use. Okay, so out of the 5 speaker of the 5 short extracts, and 7 answers will be given, 2 will not be used. Only 5 are the correct answers for the questions. Alright, okay, so we are moving on to part 4 of the listening test. Part 4 consists of question 21 to question 30. It is also an extract of an audio which we'll need to listen to. In this case, you will hear a student, Azlan, talking about his experience as an exchange student in Italy. And for question 21 to 30, we need to fill in, or the student needs to fill in, the missing information in each numbered space. For each space, you can only use one word. Alright? One word only for each space. So all these answer for each space depends on the audio that will be played. And in this case, it is an interview, a question which is based on an audio of an interview. It will be played twice, and the students need to answer all the questions, which is to fill in the blanks, right? From number 21 until number 30. Okay, so the extract or the audio will be as follows, same as in the text of the interview. And that is all for the listening test for SPM. And we already go through the 4 parts which the students need to answer. Alright. So we have part 1, which is the multiple answer choice question. And then we also have part 2, also multiple choice answer questions. And then part 2, also a multiple answer choice question. And then we have part 3, which the students need to fill in all the alphabets according to the answers given. And of course, 2 answers will not be used. Okay. And the last one is the students needs to fill in the blanks, which with only 1 words given based on the audio text that will be played. So I think that is all about the new format of paper 4 119/4 for the new SPM format. So I think that is all for now. All right, maybe other colleagues will continue with our work of the POT to talk about other topics or on other subjects, which we will cover. Okay. So I think that is all for today. So I hope to see you soon again. Thank you.